Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna be so in this video, I'm gonna be walking you through the Ali-Abdaal's part-time YouTube Academy program, and it's a very simple one actually. If you don't know who Ali-Abdaal is, then you should look him up on YouTube. He's a very big YouTuber, right? That talks about productivity, and also he also shares how his journey and how people grow on YouTube. And yeah, without wasting much time, let's get into it. Now, the first thing here that we see is the headline. So I see what they did here was they exchanged the headline for the offer they are making, which is the Black Friday. Well, it's as much as I would argue this is also a good one because we are currently in the season of Black Friday. So once somebody comes into this page and within this period of time and seeing this, they will understand why this is it. Then they also did a good job with not putting too much text. The next thing they gave you was the promise, right? Telling you they are going to give you the proven strategies and techniques that will help you thrive on YouTube without quitting your day job, right? These are the people they are looking out for, people that are earning already and want to go big on YouTube. So, without wasting much time, then of course they give you the CTA, which means if you see this and it is something you want to do, if you see this and it's something you want to do, you just click on the button and move on to buy it. As if it probably came from the YouTube channel or a webinar they had for this, you just click come here and just buy. But if you're not still convinced, then here is where it gets started, right? Then here where it gets interesting next. The video says later, and this video, the whole idea of this video is to sell you on this program, intensify the pain point, show you that he understands where you currently at. He's been there and he's done it, and he has also guided people. And because of where you are at currently, if you're a beginner, wherever it is you are, he would meet you there and take you to where you want to be. And so let's start from the beginning. So if you go on, it's going to show you more proofs. I don't know if you can hear this. Check it out. So this video is usually between 10 to 30 minutes. I think it should be around 15 minutes, which means it's a very good it's a very good one. It's not boring. It's going to keep you engaged till you get sold on it. Then let's say you continue scrolling, of course, and this is now the first letter that explains or that does same thing this video is did, right? It does the same here, but this time in the writing form, right? What he does is he tries to make you see yourself in his position, or you see yourself in his story, and to that way he kind of like psychologically convince you on why he can solve your problem. Do you understand? So that is basically what this does at this point. Then of course, seeing the results he's gathered, how much he's made, 1 point excuse me, yeah, 1.2 million pounds is huge, right? And I think he bases in the UK, so it's understandable. And moving on, he also shows you of course, the secret formula to 1,000 subscribers. Of course, can only like tell you how it is done, more like a way of okay, you can do this yourself, or this site is done, right? And this is how I did it too. Then after that, the next section, you get to see, of course, why there's so few creators actually succeed on YouTube, right? Trying to explain, of course, the problem itself. It's trying to like increase the problem, intensify the problem. Who explain the user's pain points, right? Because that's the only way the user understands that you understand. That's the audience or the prospect understand that this guy understands me, and without since he understands me, there's a chance that he can actually solve my problem, right? And of course, he said these are the reasons why they are not growing. This strategy and niching, idea generation, titles and thumbnail scripting, filming, editing, and so much more. right? I love what they did here. They kind of like expanded everything and explained so much. So I saw a video where Ali Abdaal was talking to Russell Brunson, and he said he wanted to see if he could just reduce the copy on this video because he felt it was too much. But I don't think it's too much though. It's really interesting to go over. So the next is he's giving you the process of how it can be done, right? You should build systems and because it should help you, it should give you leverage, right? He's kind of like giving you like a hint of the process of how this can be, how you can achieve this. Then of course, if you want to get help with your systems, then you should of course join them on that CTA, right? And next he moved on to of course to talk to you about the process, what you will learn, right? The process of how you can get your result, which is, I think this is more of positioning, right? Trying to position his program to be like, yeah, I mean, he has told you about your pain points. He's made you feel, oh my goodness, this guy understands me. Now the next thing is to show you how he's going to go from what you know to what you don't know, right? How he's going to help you. He's putting himself in a position to be that solution, that problem solver for you. Then next is so that's practically what this section is all about. Then next you get to see how we've helped beginners to shortcut there. So now what it does here, he just puts together different case studies of big YouTubers that he has helped, which is your proof, right? Because one thing that would always help uh that always sell your product more is your proof, right? Your social proof that people actually has used what you are providing and they found a solution in it, right? And he just stalked them here. And one good thing that he did here was, at on the video says later, he mentioned something about if you're a beginner, if you're intermediate, or you're big already, but somehow you're stuck, he can help you. He structured the testimonials and the case studies in a way that it touches every single group of these persons, right? From the beginner to intermediate, right? You can see complete beginner. Then next is I think was she let me the hand for video. So this is like an intermediate, but not there yet. Then of course he said he has yeah, this is still beginners too. She made some videos, but she was not that big yet. Then next is for intermediates. He also gave for intermediates. Then he kept going. Then he also give for advanced YouTubers. So this is a very good way to structure your case studies and your social proof. If you've actually helped these much persons, then you should just put them out because it sells more than even everything on this page, right? It sells more, but there's no way you look at these people's stories and not find yourself in one of these guys' stories and also understand that you can be helped. Then he also said, okay, the PTYA Part-Time YouTube Academy has clearly worked for other creators, but will it work for me? If you still have doubts if it will work for you, then of course he then made this. He then kind of like reversed it to try to clear off those that don't believe it will work for them or those that it's the course is not for, right? So he said, who's the course for, right? And more like you see, he did like a reversal of it. Instead of telling you who the course for, he told you who the course is not. So you can filter out those that are not serious about it, and just so you can just stop here if you don't think it's for you, right? So if you have some of these beliefs that would not make it work, so you just get out from here. Then next is here is also another promise, right? And which I think this is a very good structured landing page. Then next is what is in the course, right? What is the curriculum like? What am I going to be learning? And that's what they did here from chapter 1 down to chapter 9, right? Still on the offer, showing you what it is you're going to be getting when you jump on this program. Then here he put together the bonuses. What he did with these bonuses basically he stack the value, right? So you'd see that okay, this thing is costing me $1, but there are other things attached to it. So what the importance of this particular section, this particular stacking of value before giving telling the user why giving the user the price is you make them feel as though they are cheating you because your customers will always buy when they think they're actually the ones cheating you instead of they will buy when they feel like they're cheating you over when they feel you're cheating them, right? So when you go through it and see, wow, he's going to give me this for 799, this for 149, and then of course I get all together for this price, which is still, I believe, is still less than both of them combined. If I'm not mistaken. Then somehow, because of Black Friday, you're getting for this. Man, it's a good deal, right? By default, you just think it's a good deal, right? So then next is of course explaining the um the the new offer, which is the Black Friday offer, explaining the things that you get, making you understand that you still get every single thing. There's nothing, probably even more. Nothing is going off, right? I believe they're going to make so much sales with this one, this particular offer. Then next is the bonus one, bonus two, access to the community and free editing, Final Cut, free editing with Final Cut Pro times plus online course on how to use it, which is costing $180 a year, but they give it to you, right, for free. So the next is risk reversal, right? Making you understand that even if you commit to this and you don't like it, you can still get your money back 100%, right? It's more like you're reversing the risk instead of them. Because I mean, these are things that gets customers to your prospects. I don't like using customers to trust you even more. We tell them you can only get money back if you think at any point this doesn't work for you, right? But it's always good to put a limit on it. We should people don't abuse this. If because of how much work that goes into it, you have to put a cap to it. So they say within 30 days of purchasing, if you think it's not for you, then you get your money back. But some persons would say, okay, you show us proof that you've applied what we taught you, and if you still don't get the results, then you get your money back. So those are the kind of caveats you want to put for your product to for your landing page, offer page, right, which is your sales page where you put, I mean, we attach to your offer, so your prospect trust you even more. Then scholarship, which is more like, okay, we're collecting money from you, but just show that we care about you more than the money we are collecting. You can, if you think you don't have money, you can join here. So this also soften the heart of people that have the money and are still doubting. So, oh, he's giving scholarships. Okay, let me just pay and support and stuff. Then frequently asked questions. So if after you've gone through this whole page, you're still not convinced, then you this should answer your questions. So what you do is you pick the most questions you could pick the top 7 or top 15 questions you're being asked, then put it from the most important, the most asked one to the least asked one. Because if people are already asking for a particular question, they will keep asking for it even when they come on your page. New persons will keep asking because I mean you didn't put these people together from one particular place. So you randomly select them and they still asked one particular question. That means that question will always remain most asked question. So you just put the question from the beginning and yeah, that would help them. Then next is proof again, social proof. The people that have said what you've said and about your program, and yeah, it convinces people to buy more. Then next is, of course, if after all of this you're still not convinced, then reach out to us so we can sell, so we can talk to you about it. So what they do here, is, of course, still sell you on the product, and hopefully they close you at that point. Then next is, of course, talking about the offer again, then he ends there. So one thing they did very good was at any point there's always this button here fixed here. Let me take this. There's always this button fixed here, so you can just always jump in, right? And yeah, pay for it. So I think that is it about this landing page. So if you need more of pages, more reviews of more of pages like this, and so I walk you through how it works and why it would convert or why it will not convert, then let me know in the comments, and I'm going to be making more videos like this. And of course, like my name is Brighton Bar. I make videos about landing pages and sales funnels. And I, of course, also build landing pages for info products, consultants, coaches, and personal brands. So if at any point you need any of this, if you're any of this and you need landing pages or sales pages for your business, just reach out to me and book the link in the comment. You can book a 30 minutes discovery call so we can see how we can help you and we can get started from there. So cheers and see you in the next video.